What is up, YouTube? G Dickens here. Today we are going to review two of the heaviest hitting tattoo machines on the market today. Get ready, stay tuned, it's gonna be a good one. All right, so machine versus machine, right off the gate, you can tell both of them are very, very high quality made, okay? You got the Acus machine. It is honestly, it's one of the best machines that I've ever used. I have thousands, and I mean thousands of hours on this tattoo machine itself. Actually, you know what, I take it back, not this one, because we're actually going to be in the following video, we're gonna be reviewing the changes that Acus has made to this machine to make it even better than it was on the previous models. So with that being said, we're gonna get back to this review. And as far as the build quality goes, you can tell both of them are very high quality. They are both made of very, very high quality metals. This one has an extremely nice finish with this blue. I really am a big, huge fan of. And on this one, you can actually buy this in the Air model, so you can get an all silver model as well. I actually do have that. It's getting shipped back to me today. I'm sorry, this week. I actually got a message today in regards to it saying that they're going to be shipping it. They had some issues with customs and things like that, which was holding back the delay. But the customer service is amazing, which we're going to get to that later on in the video. But I dropped it. It's having issues. It didn't break. It still worked. It was just a little bit more chattery than it was prior to. So I'm thinking something kind of jarred inside of the motor, which also is accessible on this as well. So build quality of this, I really actually genuinely do love this tattoo machine. I love the build quality, I love the brand, I love the company, I love using the machine a lot, but that is not to cut anything short of Carson Hill's Neuma 5 Flex. This machine as well is built extremely tough. You can change just about all the cams to it. It's super easily accessible. The cam systems are just a little bit different. Obviously, if you know anything about Neuma, you kind of get these gears here that kind of have different stroke heights on it that are on a spinning mechanism, which is a little bit different than this, which is a cam that's direct drive, that's plunging up and down versus in a circular motion. Build quality on this tattoo machine, this is probably the best critical battery ever made. And I say that in full confidence because if you've ever had the RCA critical batteries, you lose connection issues. The housing is made very chintzy. So they did a really good job with the version 2 of the critical packs that are compatible with this, the Bishop wands, etc. I do enjoy using this tattoo machine a lot. The quality of it is really, really good. It's not much heavier at all than the Acus M1 itself. I have probably about 250 hours specifically on this tattoo machine, so me and this machine kind of was able to build a relationship with it. I really do enjoy it. I enjoyed going through, you can see all the oil on the cams. I really enjoyed going through the different cams, learning it, trying to figure it out, making sure that I understood how to get it to do what I wanted it to do. And it really does, it markets the ability to accomplish any of the tattoos that you might do, whether it's traditional, bold line, fine line, whip shading, cross hatching, thin lines, literally different line weights, neo-traditional, color packing, color blending, black, getting nice pepper shades or getting nice smooth grays. Literally any type of tattooing that you want to do, you can accomplish with this machine, and you can accomplish it with this machine. When it comes to build quality, it's tough for me to say either one of them is better, but because this one's kind of a collaboration tattoo, I have to lean towards more Acus on this one because they are 100% just one solo company. If you have problems with the critical battery, you're gonna have to contact Critical in regards to this machine, not Neuma itself. So with that being said, as far as build quality goes, I'm gonna have to lean more towards the Acus on this one. So comfortability on these tattoo machines, honestly, I'm gonna make this one an even draw because if we're gonna go one grip versus one grip, that's what we're going to pretty much have to go off of. We're not going to be able to go off of whether we're using the weighted grips, this, that, and the 9, because, you know, each one of the tattoo machines do have capabilities to use different grips. Excuse me. As far as weight goes, they are relatively the same weight. There's not much of a difference when you're using, you know, stock versus stock machine. As far as comfortability goes, this machine is easier accessible on the batteries, as you can just pop this battery off, pop another one on. This one you have to break down, take the cap off, put the other battery on, rewrap your machine. And to some people that could be a big deal. Some people enjoy breaks on their larger tattoos. Anyway, to me personally, I don't mind it regardless. But far as comfortability goes, I'm gonna have to make this an even draw because I really did, you know, the hundreds of hours I've used this one and the hundreds of thousands of hours I've used this one, I've never experienced fatigue in my hand, and I've been doing this quite some time. So there's a whole list of tattoo machines. I can tell you that you're gonna receive some fatigue on your hands. Comfortability, we're gonna call it a draw on this one. Battery life on this one, well, you kind of run into an issue if you only get one of these batteries. I have several of these batteries, so battery life doesn't really come to an issue with me. I do notice though, on these batteries, I do get better life than these batteries here that actually come with two of them when you purchase an Acus machine. Typically I can run anywhere between 6 and 10 hours on this machine, depending on the volts and the mag sizes or liners and etc. settings that I'm using. This machine, no matter what, I pretty much run the same hertz, -1 on the E-Give. I would say about 6 hours is safe per battery on this one. So battery life, I'm gonna have to give this one to the Neuma, just because this critical battery pack, I mean, Critical's really figured it out with these battery packs. They stay relatively consistent. I would say you're safe to go an 8 to 10 hour session with just this specific battery alone and not have any issues of it dying in the middle of any tattoo sessions. This one I do have to change typically at least once every tattoo session, just because long sessions, like I said, 6 hours, it's typically broken up into, you know, on my second or third break, usually I'll take this battery, take it off, and then just swap it then. That way it doesn't die in the actual middle of the tattoo. Again, battery life, we're gonna have to give it to the Critical pack that you will find on the Neuma 5 Flex. So durability, I did contact Oliver over at Acus, and they are super friendly customer service, and it was 100% not their fault. This thing dropped from about 5 feet onto tile. Not this one specifically, but I had an Oliver Air one that I never even got to use yet on a tattoo. So it was kind of heartbreaking that I set it down actually to talk to one of my coworkers, and he came over and started rocking one of the walls that it was sitting on. It's 100% my fault. I shouldn't have set it on the ledge of the wall, but I did because I was in the middle of a conversation and wasn't thinking. It did fall. The machine still worked. It was just louder than what they come out of the box, and it was annoying to me. So what I did was, you know, I messaged Oliver. I let him know what happened. He had me send it back. They took care of it. They're actually shipping it back now. It's going through the customs. I really genuinely do enjoy Acus customer service and the durability of their tattoo machines. They really do stand behind their product, and they have even made it better. So make sure you follow this page, subscribe, because on the next video, you're going to see all the changes that they made from this machine to the previous one, and we're going to side by side them. That way you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Durability on this machine has not changed. It does not sound different. It does not feel different. There's no delay on the motor. I experienced no power issues with it. There's zero differences that I have experienced with this tattoo machine using it over the duration of the last 4 or 5 months. And I do use it quite a bit as well. It's not like I use the Acus machine for every tattoo machine. In fact, I just used the Acus Full Hollow on my last tattoo machine that I just used. There's just something about that tattoo machine that's so nostalgic to me. I don't think it's like ageless, honestly, especially when it comes to color packing. I really do enjoy using the Acus Full Hollow for color packing. But this machine, durability wise, I don't foresee much happening to this. If you were to take this plastic battery off, I mean, this is a heavy duty machine. There's not really much forgiveness on this specifically. There's no plastic parts. It's literally, I'm pretty sure it's aircraft aluminum, but it is heavy. It is made well. It's machined perfectly. Very sharp edges. There's not much that I can say negatively about this tattoo machine at all. The grip, it's a little tight to get on and off. As you can see, it's down just a little bit now. Everything fits really snug and really tight on this tattoo machine. Like I said, there's not much play, there's not much forgiveness, but it is a really good tattoo machine. So build quality, honestly, I'm gonna have to give both of them a draw too, because they're both really well built, and they both, honestly, in my opinion, they both are a top 3 tattoo machine for this year for me. So going into the cost versus the rest of the market, obviously it's a higher end machine. These two are, like I said, my top 3 machines. Price point doesn't really affect my opinion on it, just because you are going to get the best bang for your buck if you get these. Expect to have them for a while, expect for them to work for a while. In regards to that said, you're gonna find a Neuma 5 Flex used around $850. If you're gonna buy a brand new, you're gonna be closer to the $1,000 range. if you're going to buy this directly from Neuma, which I do recommend you doing because they do have a pretty decent warranty. If you're talking about getting the Acus M1, this is by far one of the most used machines that I use. I really enjoy this machine. You're gonna find it anywhere between $1,200. Now, when you order this specifically from Acus, they're from overseas. So you're gonna end up paying custom fees. You're gonna end up paying things like that from DHL. I believe it's like 54 bucks every time I order something from them just to get something in through customs. Not a big deal to me. Again, price point's not really an issue to me. I do a lot of tattooing, and I'm blessed to be able to say that I am doing it successfully. So if price point's not an issue for you, either one of these tattoo machines are going to be absolutely amazing, and they're both going to work very well for you, literally for any single tattoo that you're trying to do. If you're trying to accomplish black, you're going to be able to get black with either one of these. If you're trying to get nice peppery shades, you're going to accomplish that. If you're trying to get nice smooth shades, you're going to be able to accomplish that. If you're trying to get nice packed color, you're going to be able to accomplish that with both of these tattoo machines. You know, this video is honestly not, there's not much negative I can say about either one of these tattoo machines. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. If I were to have to pick a favorite, obviously it's gonna be the Acus machine. I use it literally every single day. It is the most consistent, the most efficient. I have built the best relationship with this machine. I know exactly how to get what I want done with the machine, and that is huge. As far as being a tattoo artist, it's like being a painter. You need to know what paintbrushes you like to get specific textures or to get the specific results that you're looking to get. I've built a better relationship with this machine than I have with this machine. Not to cut this machine short, this one is pretty user friendly as well. If I were to, it's just a little bit noisier, and that's, I think, the reason why I lean towards this machine, because it's nice, quiet, it's relaxing. This one, most people use headphones anyway, so who really gives a fuck about the noise? So yeah, with that being said, this was the Acus M1 in the Neuma 5 Flex review. If you guys have any other questions in regards to changing the cans on either one of these, let me know. I can make a video of that, but I'm sure there's a million videos already changing the cans on both of these machines. Just YouTube that if you want. If not, I can do maybe like a time to see which machine I can change the cam faster in. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll be able to change it a lot faster in this one, just because the mechanism is literally pop the top off, spring, pop the cam out, line up the other cam where it goes with the markers, boom, put the spring on, put the grip, or the top of the cap on, put the grip on. It's really quick. This one's going to require an Allen key, which is included in the packaging when you buy it. So I guess I'll spoiler alert, this one you're gonna be able to change a lot faster than this one. I enjoy reviewing this thing for you, both of these for you guys. If you guys have any questions, like I said, shoot them down in the comment box. Make sure you guys subscribe, like. It definitely helps motivate the channel to keep pushing out awesome content. The next one, we're going to be doing this one. We're going to go over all the changes and things like that, and we'll see you on that one. It's G Dickens.